Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. Today we're starting things off in the storage facilities, which as you can see are still not very finished. We definitely still need to install something on this wall here. But I just gotta say, I'm so happy with how this place is turning out, and I'll admit it does look like an Xbox. It reminds me of an Xbox. And also from over here, that island over there is actually looking super cool, illuminated in the night. That island is lit up, and something I did on a stream quite a while ago when I was building the Guardian farm, just to block spawns so that we wouldn't get any spawns over there. And I think that looks really cool in the background, doesn't it? It's really fancy. But the reason we're starting things off in the storage room that we built last time is because I wanted to show you all that I've been working a little bit on the interior background sort of thing for this thing. And one thing that I've really started enjoying doing lately, and I don't know if this is just me, but encasing redstone and making it visible in some sort is actually quite fun, as long as the redstone is sort of symmetric. So I did that here, and I think that looks really cool. And we also have access to the shulker box reloading system, just like I did in my lab or in the glacier base. And yeah, I mean, this thing is really nice. I love it. I do have to put something up there though, because I don't like the ice looking like that. But better yet, since last episode, I have cleaned this mess up. If you remember, there was a massive Grian mess, a giant chest mess right over here, and all of that is gone. This here is just potatoes for the villagers so that I can breed them. That being said though, what has happened here? Wait a minute, we got a trio of skeleton horseye and a trio of mushrooms and the villagers. Oh, I really need to get to my village trading center ASAP. Whew, this is really bad. With all this being said though, we are actually going to leave the island for today. I want to head over, or shall I say, I need to head over to HermitVille. Yep, there's been some development in the Sahara Street, or on Sahara Street, I've heard. And we gotta go and check it out. I mean, this is getting into a bad meme at this moment in time, but I still need another tunnel. I still so badly need another tunnel. I keep putting it off. It's one of those things that, yeah, it's a scarily big project. So good old HermitVille, and oh my goodness, what on earth is that? What the heck? Hold on, is that Renbob's bus? This looks insane. This looks incredible. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Wait a minute. What's happened to... What? No. No. What has happened to my... What? Wait. What on earth has happened here? It's turned into an aquarium. My up house. It's an aquarium right now. Is it really? It's totally an aquarium. There are fishes swimming in there. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so I knew about this thing. I've seen that Scar turned his monster, Scara, into a wizard. You're a wizard, Scara. And yeah, that looks amazing. I knew about that. I had no idea about this. I had absolutely no idea about this. And neither did I have any idea that Renbob has turned into a flying space hero. This looks incredible. And by the looks of things, Ren's bus is quite far up. Quite far up. 219. Wait, 219.5. Okay, well this is kind of This is kind of weird. Oh, right, I can't fly into that. But, is there any signs or anything here? Hello? Batman, no. It's, you guys said it in the comments, I forgot. Testificate Man, yes. I am genuinely very shocked over this. I mean, I have no idea who's done this. But it looks really cool. I mean, it kind of fits. It kind of works. Aha! Yeah, this is completely filled with water. And there are lots of fish eyes here as well. Oh, this is just too good. That's still working. I wonder if I can get into the house. Yep, I guess it's a little bit flooded, but we got a leak somewhere. But the place is still here. I think it's quite cool the way it is. I like it. I mean, it doesn't affect anything. I quite like it. I now have a giant aquarium. However, I am technically still very, well, not even just technically, I am very last in the build-off at the moment, because this thing is taller than that thing, which is taller than Mumbo's rocket, which is definitely taller than my magnet, and I don't even know what to say about Rembob. He's taken off. He's clearly taken off, and I gotta fix that. So before I can do anything, I need to get rid of this rocket that I caught with the magnet. And to be honest with you, I was kind of hoping that Mumbo would have tried to launch this rocket since, oh, something happened since last time when I caught it. But since he hasn't, and since I have a massive panic when it comes to flying machines, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Will this work? Does this do anything? Something? Oh, okay. I did something. I did something. Is it flying? No, it's absolutely not flying. That does look pretty cool, though. That does look pretty cool. I need another piston to push back. I'm really bad with flying machines. Oh, I made something happen. I made something else happen. It's at least something is happening. It's not moving, though. I've no idea what I'm doing. I think I've said this before, but flying machines in Minecraft really freaks me out. For some reason, I can do the very, very basic one, but to get this whole thing to fly is just not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna illustrate that we make it take off and go straight in the direction it's pointing, I guess. Yeah. Aha! Yes! So the rocket flew. I mean, it totally flew. It's too bad my recording software didn't record it. So I decided to add some flames and smoke to the rocket's back, and I decided to make Grian's house look a little bit more like it's actually had an impact. And yeah, that's actually looking pretty cool. So again, with the magma blocks, the laser has generated magma blocks, so magma blocks had to be there. I also changed out some of the spruce, if you look closely, for dark oak just around the impact zone. So with the rocket out of the way, we have to start thinking about our magnet and our base, because believe it or not, after all of this, I mean, we're still dead last. We're still dead last. I've been thinking a lot about what we could actually pull down from the sky. I've received a lot of comments and suggestions, and I've been thinking about space stations, satellite dishes, spoons. Yeah, spoons, as in the cutlery. But I think my favorite one that I came up with was to pull down the moon. Yep. I want to pull down the moon, and I don't really know if that makes sense. Is the moon magnetic? I mean, there is some sort of gravity field, and I guess this may just be a gravity magnet. I don't really know. I have been over to the end dimension, and I've done something super grindy, which is to collect this amount of endstone, and this should be just about enough to create a spherical moon on top of this magnet. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky build, because once again, for some weird reason, I've decided to build a sphere. What on earth? We got a patrol spawning on glass? Glass? Making their way up to... Oh my goodness, look at that! Yeah, they're just having a good time. Punch you down. Yep. And beautiful. Good. So in this time lapse, I thought I'd speak to you guys a little bit about another series, Hermit Sky, which is my modded single player Project Ozone 3 Minecraft 1.12.2 modded series of Doom. And yeah, I'm totally okay to add of Doom onto that series. Anyway, a lot of people have been asking where that series is, and I know a lot of people are just sitting here waiting and hoping that my next upload is going to be a Hermit Sky, and I keep maybe disappointing a few of you with not uploading it, and I don't really have a good reason why I'm not uploading that series at the moment. I haven't like ended the series per se either. It's been quite a while since the last episode. The problem was, as many times before with me, whenever a new Minecraft vanilla version comes out, which happens like once a year, that usually kills my base motivation to play an old Minecraft with mods. And the second issue I have with Hermit Sky is just the fact that Project Ozone is probably, I'd say, top 3 laggy packs that you can ever play modded Minecraft with, because it has so many freaking mods that is just crazy heavy on the computer. The pack takes 8 minutes to load, so if it ever crashes, that's like, yeah, that's game over for that recording day. But all in all, I wanted to say that I really appreciate that so many people seem to like the series and are asking for it. I haven't canceled it per se, but I haven't been motivated or inspired enough to come back to it, and that is, you know, that's the honest reason. I don't want to upset anyone, but I also don't want to make a series where I'm not 250% motivated and passionate about it, because I think the end product will just suffer if I do something I don't like. Anyway, look at this. It kind of looks like a cheese ball in a way. Oh, but that is all done. That was effort. I am not loving building spheres in Minecraft. That being said, though, it looks pretty cool, I think. And yeah, it's definitely a moon or cheese, which either way is fine by me. Now, we're definitely beating Mumbo now. However, we are still far off, or well, quite far off Grian, and we are definitely far off this guy. I kind of want to see the Y level on the top of this hat. 219. Oh my goodness. And I am at 197 on top of the moon. So we definitely need to place something on top of this, because I don't want to be last anymore. I'm sorry. I know I'm not last anymore at the moment, but I want to be first. I definitely want to be first. Can we fit a space station up there? Could we possibly fit the tiniest moon space station in history on this base here? I mean, that would be a challenge and a half. We would literally have to use every single spot and be very clever with buildings in order to achieve that. But I'm thinking I want to try it out, and this may be one of those things that just doesn't work, but if it does work, I think it could be really cool. So what I'm thinking here is we'll go with white concrete once again. I mean, this block is just this is just ridiculously used everywhere because it's so good. But we'll do something like this, and this snow is gonna make me mess up, and then make a massive cylinder, or massive but like a cylinder coming out right there. That looks funny. Oh, it looks like a mouse. A cheese mouse. I think this is another, or this course is probably for another time lapse, because yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this idea, but I think this may work. 2 time lapses in the same video. Well, sometimes that's just how it goes, and I gotta say, this build here was incredibly difficult to try and fit on the moon. I actually redid this quite a few times. I logged off Hermitcraft and tried in my creative test world just to see what I could build with this small amount of space. It was actually quite challenging, which also, you know, in a way added a lot of fun for me. I like being a little bit challenged sometimes in Minecraft. It also had me thinking, because at some points when I was testing the designs, it just turned out to look like a modern plastic castle, which is absolutely not what I wanted. So I started thinking about, I wonder what people's general, like, best build style, favorite build style is in this game, because there are so many different ways you can build a base or whatever you build in this. And so I wanted to ask a question. What is your favorite type of build style in Minecraft? What is the go-to for you guys? For me, it's probably actually still medieval. I really enjoy medieval. So do let me know down below in the comments what your favorite build style is. I'll be watching. Anyway, back on the server. For that small amount of space that's available on our moon, I'm pretty pleased with this thing. I mean, the red mob truck is in the way. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this thing. I mean, I'm not a fan of space stuff. I don't really know anything about space stuff, but I think it looks weird. And I think that's a good thing. And speaking about weird, I had an idea to make this even weirder. First of all, redstone lamps go around here. Secondly, we need to fill this floor all the way in. Next, I want to put slabs on top of the lamps, and hopefully I have enough quartz for this. Then we're going to want pressure plates on the inside of these lights, so that when I step on these light up. And then to complete the build, I'll bring this roof of the tower in. Alright, that's looking good. And now I need a bunch of chickens. Where's Poultryman when one needs him? I don't really know how to get a lot of eggs. The obvious first choice is to check every chest of Grian's house. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's better. For a man who always seems to be throwing eggs at everybody, I mean, he doesn't have a single egg. Luckily, the Ice Queen or Egg Queen came to the rescue and said I can have all her eggs that I can find in the base. 8 stacks! 8 stacks of eggs. That's fantastic. I'm so happy I checked my inventory before flying back as well, because, yeah, my elytra needs a little bit of repairing. So now that we got eggs, I should be fine just throwing them in here. And I'm hoping to get at least, I don't know, maybe 10 chickens. Oh, it's already working. Yes! Is that gonna be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try some more. Okay, I think that's enough. So when the chickens move around in here, which they should be doing just randomly whenever, and they should actually be focusing on the walls, just with how Minecraft mechanics work. Just let's just make sure we light this up. Yeah, when they do that, they will randomly, as you can see, light up these lights, which I guess in a way could illustrate that we're picking up alien signals or something like that. I don't know anything about space, like I said, but I think that effect is gonna be cool. Now to finish this up, I want to add some iron blocks as the last layer, and I think I want to put a beacon down here as well to signal that we're signaling space or whatever. And would something like this look like a radar perhaps? That spins around. Again, I don't know about space, so I don't know if they have radars. Do they have radars? Why would they have radars in space? It's something. It's something. And one of these things, very important as well. This is a spinner. Right, let's have a look at this thing. Yep, that is looking pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. I may want to add more beacons actually. I also want to catch the chickens doing the dance in there. There we go. There we go. Some signals are up. The best effect is when they're running around and pressing a lot of those pressure plates at one time. But yeah, they could also just be camping out and standing still like that. Right, now for the important part. We are at 224.5. Yes! Yes! And yes, we are once again back on top. It's been a long time since I was back on top, and I am actually very pleased with how this little space station turned out. I mean, like I said, it was extremely hard to build anything that resembled a space station on this small amount of space, but I think I did really good. I really like it. I also spent a little bit of time just lighting up the windows inside the space station. And yeah, it doesn't really do that much, but it adds a little bit of effect. All in all, I'm very proud of this. I'm honestly very proud of this thing. I may want to add some details and stuff inside, but I think it looks really cool. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments about the minigame. So we started this minigame quite a while back, and I realized that in YouTube videos I haven't really paid it a lot of attention at all. But in reality, weeks ago, I actually finished the whole thing in a live stream. So as you can see, yeah, this thing is looking incredible, I think. So we have the red side over there, we have the yellow side over there, all of the different shops. Oh my goodness, how did they get in here? I was just about to say, everything is spawn proof, so mobs can't spawn here. They may have, it felt like they were spawning. They may have fallen down from the side, because I haven't yet done that. But anyway, all of the shops are completely done. All of the spawning rooms are completely done with functions as well, so that you get your starting items. All I need to do is to stock this with what is happening? Where are you guys coming from? Anyway, as I was saying, all I need to do is to stock these with the different shop items that we have decided, and for goodness sake, since we've already come up with all of the different items, that should be easy peasy, and probably something I'm gonna do in a live stream in case anyone have any great last minute suggestions. So keep an eye out on my Twitch channel for that. And then the second thing I need to do is to sell tickets to this thing, and I have been thinking a lot about this. Now, I think that I should charge 20 diamonds per player. So 20 diamonds for anyone who wants to play this game. And I want to get as many hermits involved as possible. So I'm also thinking that if you win, you get the diamonds back. And that should be then giving me some profit. So if we have... Wait, did I get that wrong? If we have 10 hermits, 20 diamonds, that's 200 diamonds in total. And the winning team will get 100 diamonds. Yeah, 20 diamonds each. No, so I would make 100 diamonds profit, and the winning team, if you win, you have a good time and it doesn't cost you a dime. I think a diamond. I think that's actually a good middle ground, or a good way to do it. There are a lot of functions that are fully working with this. For example, this floor here, if you fall into it, I have I have hopper minecarts underneath that picks up all the loot and essentially or eventually spits it out in the middle. So if you die with the flag while you're carrying the flag over, the flag will be spat out into the center, and also all your items, which means that your teammates, etc., can come and try and pick it up, or the enemy team can try and recover the flag and steal your items. So there's no way inside this arena where you can actually lose items. And these things here are also working. They are, of course, the cobblestone mines. These are where you get all your resources for the game, all the currency. And I decided to mark them orange, which is a little bit of a bright color choice for this, but because we have yellow and red as the teams, and this is sort of a neutral area, I thought that it's fitting. So I wanted to leave you today with the request of hearing if you think that my pricing for this game is accurate, and I would also like to hear if anyone has any suggestions for how we could get as many hermits as possible involved. I'm thinking that we should open up some small shops, both in the Hermitlands, in HermitVille, and possibly even in people's bases. Add a little ticket booth thing, just force sales onto them. But I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, with that, that's gonna do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, do hit the like button. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you dudes in the next episode.